Hello YouTube, this is GAMEZOMATIK and welcome back to the channel. And yeah, this is me back in front of the camera, and it's been a while since I've come on and done any kind of face-to-face kind of video, if you like. I've not been very well. I've absolutely been full of cold the last week or so. I've got a dreadful cough, and I did actually attempt to do a video yesterday, but I was coughing constantly, so I had to kind of scrap it. Yeah, so first reason for this video is just to say a big thank you really to all the people who have subscribed to me. I haven't really been taking much notice of late, but I kind of checked out my own channel yesterday and noticed that I hit 500 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed and supported the channel. The whole reason why you do YouTube is so you can share your thoughts and your ideas and your interest and, you know, your passion for gaming with other people. And so when you know other people are tuning in and watching the channel, and you kind of get to a bit of what would you call it, a landmark figure or whatever, or a decent figure of subscribers, you know, it is appreciated. It makes you feel like you're doing it for a reason. I remember I had to kind of relaunch this channel about a year ago. I had an old channel, I scrapped it, and I started from scratch. I didn't even think for a second I'd get up to 500. I definitely surpassed what I had on my old channel, and I was doing probably slightly better content, I think, on my old channel that I have done so far on this channel. But, you know, you just try your best, and anyone who creates YouTube will tell you that sometimes you're in the mood for making videos and sometimes you just can't be bothered. And unless you're kind of a massive YouTuber and it's your job, you kind of just do it as and when you feel like it. And I haven't really been feeling up to doing a video the last week or so, but I thought I'd come on today anyway and just say a big thanks to the subscribers. I'm going to keep going. I'm still going to make videos as much as I can and when I can find time to do it. But the other reason I thought I'd come on is to do some pickups, because I haven't done a pickup video since Christmas. I was actually looking. I think I did one, which was kind of a bit of everything with a couple of pickups thrown in, but I haven't done a proper pickup video since Christmas. I did kind of get rid of a lot of games a couple of months back when I did my PC build, which I've done some videos on the channel about, and I've been playing quite a lot on PC. So some of the newer games that have come out I've got on PC, so I don't have physical copies of them, but that doesn't mean I've totally given up collecting games, because I haven't. And I'm still definitely collecting certain exclusives, so console exclusives, and I'm certainly still collecting retro, you know, or older games. So I haven't got loads here. None of these are mind-blowingly brilliant pickups. You know, none of these are rarities or anything like that, but they are pickups nonetheless. So I thought I'd come on and do some. So I'll start off with this first part, which is Wii games. These are all pretty much charity shop fodder, or, you know, cash converters, that kind of thing, which is generally where I tend to go. I still haven't been to any car boots this year. I was contemplating on doing one maybe this weekend. Couldn't do one last weekend because it was it last weekend, Mother's Day, or the weekend before, and then I had my little boy's birthday party, so I had to pay for that. So funds have been a bit low for car boots of late. And then I was gonna do one this Sunday, and then my car broke down yesterday. The exhaust fell off it, so that's got to be paid for. So I don't think I'll be going to car boot this week either. So yeah, so most of these have been sort of charity shops and things like that. And I think the odd CEX pickup. So the first one is Nerf N-Strike. My little boy loves the Nerf guns. He's got loads of them. He goes around shooting them around the house. But I saw this in the charity shop for 50p. I don't believe it's much cop, to be honest. I kind of got it and then looked it up online. I haven't played it yet, and it didn't have amazingly good reviews, but it was 50p in a charity shop, so I thought we'd give that a go. And it's nice to have a game that's kind of a different take on a shooter, and a kind of kiddie orientated shooter, so I'm going to give this one a go. See this game all all over the place, and been meaning to pick it up for years actually. But it's one you see all the time in charity shops, but never in very good condition. And I just quite fancied it because I think it worked quite well on the Wii, and I had a go of it, and I was having quite a lot of fun with it. And that is Carnival Funfair Games. There's 25 of them on here, all different Carnival games. And the Wii remote is really well suited to get stuff like this. So, you know, throwing hoops over, you know, over pins and picking up ducks with a hook and kind of firing range games and things like that. The Wii is really suited, and this is a lot of fun. Me and my little boy were playing this a couple of nights ago, and trying to pop balloons and throwing balls at stacks of bottles and trying to knock them over, and darts and things. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah, Carnival Games. Another one, 50p. I just picked this up because I like cooking games, and I've always fancied that. I've never played this, and I fancied to go with it. So yeah, it's Cooking Mama, which is a game that's been out for years, I know, and I've always thought about picking it up, but it's always been around, you know, £3 or £4 mark, and I've never really wanted to pay that much for it, but pick this up for 50p. So yeah, Cooking Mama. So they're the Wii games. A couple of Xbox 360 games, again, just cheap ones for £1 or 50p. So I've got Battleship, which I always fancied having a go at because the concept of this game quite interested me. I know it got not very good reviews, but again, I think this was £1. It's definitely worth £1. It's kind of half first-person shooter, half strategy, and it's not the greatest of either, but it's a good mix actually, and it's something a little bit different. And I quite like the way that you can control sort of battleships, or even though it's a first person shooter game, you can sort of go out of that and you go into this kind of battleship mode, which is set out slightly like the board game, I suppose, and you can call in airstrikes from your battleships and maneuver your ships around as you're in first person. It's a very strange game actually, and that's what I like about it. It's a little bit quirky. I like quirky games. I had this back in the day and used to really love it. This was 50p in a charity shop, and that's Pure, which is a really good sort of quad bike racing game. This is made by BlackRock, I believe, which is a Disney studio which is now closed down, and they went on to make Split Second. This is the game they made before they made Split Second, and Split Second's a brilliant game, but this is a really, really fun sort of quad bike racer. Graphics in it are really good as well. Yeah, this came with a little art book actually, which I didn't know even came with the game, so you know, anything with a little bit extra, and it was, like I said, it was really cheap. I think it was 50p in a charity shop. So Pure, and I've been playing the new version of this game, so I thought I'd pick these ones up for a bit of nostalgia because I didn't actually have them. I had them years ago back in the day, and these are some of the first games I ever had on the 360, and that is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I have got one of these on the PSP actually. But I remember playing these back in the day and finishing them, so I really loved them at the time. And I got Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. I have got Future Soldier somewhere. I think I've got that on PlayStation 3. And of course, at the moment, I'm playing through Wildlands, which I'm really, really enjoying, even though it is a bit samey in places. But I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a really decent game. It's only going to be a short video, by the way. I haven't got loads to show yet. Couple of PlayStation 2 games, again 50p. Playboy the Mansion. I just thought I'd pick this up for a laugh. This is kind of The Sims, but yeah, Hugh Hefner, and you're controlling all. You're basically running the magazine Playboy. So you're doing photo shoots, talking to the models, setting up photo shoots, planning out the magazine, even the interviews in the magazine. It's not as, and it kind of plays out a little bit like a Sims game. This is nowhere near as sleazy as you'd think it would be. There's a little bit of, what's that word they use? There's a little bit of sort of titillation in it at times, you know, when you've kind of got to do photo shoots for the models. Yeah, I'll show you a screenshot on the back and you'll see what I mean. So there's a little bit of sauciness, if you like, in it, but there's nothing too bad in it, you know, and it's, you know, it's all very sort of tongue-in-cheek. This is a game I already had, but the copy I had stopped working, so so I just picked up another copy of it. That's Shadow Man, that was £1 I think from CEX, Shadow Man 2, sorry. The first game is one of my favourite games of all time. This one is nowhere near as good as the first one, but it's still a really good game. This was 50p in a charity shop, and it was just in really good nick. I've got it playing behind me as you can see. That's Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer, and I just thought it would be interesting to pick it up and have a look at it. It's kind of a bit of a different take on the Tony Hawk sort of game, except it's surfing really. And yeah, it's a lot of fun actually. I was playing a little bit of it before I did this video just to give it a try out. And yeah, it's not bad. So if you see it for 50p, it's definitely worth picking up. And there's not that many surfing games around. So in fact, I don't know if there's any others other than that. So, and this is another replacement, a game I already had, but again the disc was fucked on it. So and that is War of the Whiskers. And actually, this when I got this disc was pretty fucked on it as well. But it works, whereas my other disc stopped working. So yeah, and this is kind of a Tom and Jerry Super Smash Brothers game, basically, where you just beat the hell out of each other, Tom and Jerry, in sort of rounds of fighting. And I've actually got a pile of games here, they're just hidden down there, about 3 or 4 games, which are all games that I bought from like charity shops, and they don't basically work. But I always keep the boxes in case I pick them up again, and these boxes are in better condition. So I think I've got Crash Twinsanity there, which the disc doesn't read, but the box and everything's in absolutely really good condition, but the disc is knackered on it. So at some point I'm going to pick a better copy of the disc up and swap it out, as you do. Couple more. So we've got a couple of PSP games. These were 50p each. So from Russia with Love. I've actually already got this on the PlayStation 2. It's a fantastic game. One of the best Bond games actually. Really, really good. And this is a really solid port. I was playing this the other night on the PSP, and it's pretty much just as good as the PS2 version. Slightly scaled down, but not much. I got Worms Open Warfare, because I do like a little bit of the Worms games, and I've got I already have the second one of these, so I picked up the first one. And Harry Potter Goblet of Fire, which I haven't got. This is the only Harry Potter game I've played. I keep meaning to pick the others up, but some of them are quite hard to find. I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan, but this was like 50p in a charity shop. Excuse me, so I picked it up. So yeah. Only a couple more to go. Again, this was CEX, this was a £5, and I just got this to bulk out. I haven't got that many Dreamcast games. I'd love to collect for the Dreamcast, but I've literally only got about 25 games or something for it, because you just don't see them about anywhere other than like eBay. And but CEX have started doing Dreamcast games, and even though they're kind of overcharging for some of the better known ones like Shenmue and all that, for some of the lesser titles they're not too bad. Some of them are around £5-6. This was a £5, and it was in really good nick, so I got it. And that is Speed Freaks, which is a racing game for the Dreamcast. And it's just nice to pick up something for the Dreamcast, because unless you go to like a fair or like I say, go online, it's getting pretty hard to find Dreamcast games out in the wild, especially at decent prices. This was from Cash Converters. This was £3, and I've been after this game for ages. The case is not in great nick, but all the manual and the game is immaculate. It's just the actual case, the plasticky bit, that's not in great nick, and that's Duke Nukem Land of the Babes. I've been after this one. There's 3 that came out on the original PlayStation. There was this, there was the original Duke Nukem game, and there was, what's the other one called? Was it A Time to Kill? Duke Nukem A Time to Kill, which is kind of a time travelling Duke Nukem game, but this is the one I didn't have, and then I saw it in the Cash Converters for about £4, so I jumped at the chance and picked it up. So yeah, I do love a little bit of Duke Nukem. This was 50p. Now these two were 50p each. It was actually in a DVD section of a charity shop, but they had a big box outside full of DVDs and old games and stuff, and buried right at the bottom were these, and it said any 2 DVDs stroke games for £1, so they were 50p each. And the first one is Speed Freaks, which is a really fun kind of kart race, a little bit along the lines of Mario Kart, where you pick up sorts of weapons and then fire them at all the other racers and things like. It's basically Mario Kart, but kind of a PlayStation 1 take on it. So that was a lot of fun. Been playing a little bit of that. And Resident Evil, which, believe it or not, I didn't have a copy of. I've got Resident Evil 2, I've got Resident Evil 3, I've even got Survivor, but I didn't have a copy of the original Resident Evil. I would have preferred the director's cut, but I'm quite happy to have this because I didn't have it. And for 50p, and it's actually, again, the case is a little bit, like stickers on it, but the game itself and the manual and everything are absolutely immaculate. There's absolutely not a single mark on them. Surprisingly, because they were sat outside, buried at the bottom of a box in a charity shop. So yeah, Resident Evil. So I'm made up to finally have a proper copy of that. And I'm not bothered if it's on platinum. That does not bother me at all. A couple of current gen. Now this one, I'm not sure if I showed this one on the last pickup video I did. So if I did, I apologise. I got this. It was a tenner in Asda on a clearance. And I thought, yeah, I'll have that. And I'm just looking at it now. I'm wondering if it says it's got an import sticker or something about it. Anyway, yeah, it's Dead Island, the Definitive Collection. Love the Dead Island games. This was just too. It was, like I said, it was a tenner, so it was too good a deal to sort of leave on the shelf, really, and that's why I got it. So I'm going to dive back into them. I have finished both of these games originally on the PC. But I just fancied them because it was a good deal on the Xbox One, and I was just trying to bulk out my Xbox One collection a little bit because I haven't got that much stuff for my Xbox One. And talking about the Xbox One, I also picked this up. I did get this not long ago on the PS4, but when I did my big kind of purge a couple of months ago when I built my PC, I got rid of it on the PS4. I'm thinking I'll pick that up again, probably on PC. But again, this was on offer in Argos, so I couldn't resist. I just went and got it because it's such a good game. And that's XCOM 2. I've been playing quite a bit of this and enjoying it. So I love this game because it is one of those games you can dive in and out of. So I kind of jump in and I'll do a mission for like play an hour of it and just do a mission, and then you can save and put it down and go back to it later. So yeah. And the final game I got is one that I've been meaning to get for ages, and I got this for 20 quid. And I was quite lucky to get this for 20 quid. I was kind of clever the way I did this. I'm kind of bigging myself up there a little bit, aren't I? I went to Asda the other day and found a copy. I found they had a big stack of Gravity Rush games on the PS Vita for £5 each. So I bought 4 of them for 20 quid and then went straight down to CEX and traded them. And because the new CEX were giving about a £10 to £12 per copy in trade, so I paid £20 for 4 copies of Gravity Rush on the PS Vita, traded them in straight away because I've already got Gravity Rush, and picked this game up. So essentially I got this for £20, and it was brand new as well in CX, and that is Yakuza 0, which I've heard nothing but good things about. I was watching Chad the Gaming Dad's video, Dad's Games. He did a video on this saying it was one of the best games he played this year, and I had been looking at it. I have played the original Yakuza on the PS2. I haven't played Yakuza 2. No, I have played Yakuza 2, sorry, but years ago on the PS2, but I've not played any of the PS3 Yakuza games. Not that I haven't wanted to, I just never got round to it. But I've heard nothing but good things about this game. And I started it yesterday and was playing it, and it's a lot of fun, this game. The only thing is, if you don't like Japanese games, if you don't like subtitles, you're not going to like this game, because this game is all in Japanese with English subtitles. But I don't care about that because it's such a good game and it's such a fun game, and the story in it so far, I mean, I'm not that far into it, but the story in it so far is fantastic. And there's so much to do, so many little side missions and little side activities to do in this game. It's just so worth the money. So, and I've only just touched the surface of it. I haven't really got into it too much yet. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to sit down and play some more of it. So yeah, Yakuza 0, and that's a keeper. And that's what I'm talking about when I said that I'm trying to, as far as like the PS4 goes or the Xbox One, really, I'm just going to be getting exclusives on that from now on, and then sort of multi-platform stuff I'm probably going to get on the PC. I've been playing some other games as well. I've been playing Dark Souls 3. I still haven't finished that game. Right near the end now, but I've got I had the season pass for that. So once I hit about level 100 now on it. Once I hit about a level 125, 130, I'm going to start the add-on packs for it. And I've been playing Wildlands as well, and Styx. So yeah, plenty of games to get through and plenty to play. Anyway, that's it. I just want to come on anyway and say thanks for subscribing, thanks for staying with the channel. I shall be back with some gameplay vids soon, and hopefully some other stuff. And take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you later. Take care. Bye.